So, Grayson, you wanted me to complain about boyfriends, and I'm going to. I've noticed that boyfriends think it's cute to rub your thumb. It's not cute. I don't like to be rubbed. I'm not a dog. I'm not your pet. Don't rub me. And you need to take, boys need to take a hint. If you're rubbing my thumb and I put my thumb on top of yours, that's a hint to not only do it while we're holding hands that time, but don't do it in the future. Like, don't do it at all. I don't like that. That just aggravates me, and I don't like to be treated like an animal, so don't rub my thumb. The second thing is that if they'll ask you to go to a movie. They'll be like, oh, hey, you want to go to a movie and dinner? You'll be like, okay. And then they'll complain about how much money they spent. I'm sorry, did I ask you to ask me to a movie and dinner? Did I? I'm pretty sure I didn't. So you need to shut up and stop complaining and, I don't know, work more or get a job or something, because you don't need to be complaining about that. Another thing that annoys me is when we'll be mid-conversation and he'll be like, you look pretty today. Did that have anything to do with what we were talking about? Were we talking about my appearance of that day? I don't think we were. I mean, if we were talking about that, that's fine. You can bring that up. But if we're talking about like something that has nothing to do with that, don't say, you just ruin the conversation. And I know you're trying to be sweet or whatever, but that's not, I don't like that. If I wanted your opinion on how I looked that day, I would ask. Did I ask? No, I didn't ask. So don't tell me how I looked unless I ask you. Or unless we have nothing else to talk about. Like, don't just mid-conversation, if we're talking about something important, just be like, oh, you look nice today. I know how I looked that day. You don't need to tell me how I looked. That just really, really aggravates me. Another thing I hate is when he'll get in my car and he'll change my radio station. If you want to listen to the music you like, we can take your car. Because, to be honest, I would rather take your car because I don't feel like wasting my gas going wherever we're going. I'm sure it's not worth it anyways. So if you really that badly want to listen to one song that I don't like, then we can get in your car, and I'll probably change your radio station anyway, but that's not the point. Do not touch my radio or my iPod or whatever, or change my CD. Do not change my CD. That just aggravates me. And then I hate when guys act like they're BFFs with your mom. It's like, no, my mom, no, you're not BFFs with her. And you may think she's a MILF, but you need to get over it, because there's not a chance in the world that you're ever going to end up with her. I mean, seriously, get over it. Stop talking about how hot my mom is or how hot your mom is. It just aggravates me. Ugh. And then another thing that annoys me is Albert. Well, I'm sure this has happened to you, Grayson, with Albert, but I know with me, if I don't tell Austin I like have a soccer game or something, or if I have practice, he thinks I'm ignoring him, and so he'll blow up my phone, and I'll get out of practice and I'll have like 17 unread text messages from him. Listen, don't do that, or I will delete you from my life. Not only will I delete you from my phone, I'll delete you from my life. Don't blow up my phone. I don't feel like reading 5 million unread text messages from you after I get out of practice. Just send me one, maybe duplicate it. Do not send me more than that, because I will get aggravated, and chances are I will not text you back. And another thing that annoys me is we'll be mid-conversation, like we'll be texting, and then he'll call me. Weren't we just talking? Why do you have to call me? Or we'll be texting and he'll be on Facebook and I'll be on Facebook and he'll chat me. Don't do that. We're just talking. You don't need to chat me. I mean, do you want to like talk to me as many ways as possible? I mean, I can have a Bluetooth in and we can talk all the time. But other than that, that just annoys me. I had something else I was going to talk about. Physical contact and PDA. We're two separate people. You don't always need to be touching me. And Austin doesn't really do this, but I've noticed a lot of couples that they always have to be touching each other. You're not Siamese twins. You don't have to be touching. You can be away from your significant other for, I'm sure, more than 30 seconds. I'm almost positive that's possible. So don't always be touching each other. It's annoying. And nobody, I don't care how many people think it's cute, nobody wants to see you kiss. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody cares about how in love you are, and nobody wants to see you kiss, and nobody wants to see you be all over each other, and that's that. I hate to be like the Scrooge or whatever, but some people are just oblivious to the fact that other people are disgusted when they're like making out in the hallway. Okay, well, Grayson, I hope you enjoyed my video, and you should make me one back about Albert.